We want to bring in two attorneys to discuss this case, both sides. Mailman is a senior fellow at the Independent Women's Forum and a former White House attorney during the Trump administration. She's in favor of pardoning Perry. And Ian Samuel, who is against pardoning Perry. He is a former law clerk for Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia and for Ninth Circuit Appellate Court Judge Alex Kaczynski. He also served on the appellate staff of the Justice Department Civil Division. Okay. Now that we've said your resumes, shared your resumes, we have 45 seconds for each of you to discuss your side. May, let's go with you first. Why do you think Perry should be pardoned?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine living in a world, although maybe it's getting easier, where you no longer have the right to your own life, the natural right of self-defense. Anyone could come up to you in your house, in your car, on the street, and your life is now in the hands of an attacker. Fortunately, Texas respects that natural right of self-defense and has stand your ground laws. You do not have a duty to retreat, which you do have in other states. But even without that law, the district attorney never should have brought this case. The job of a prosecutor is to do justice, not to fundraise off of putting your political opponents in jail, although in these times, people might be confused.
All right, Ian, you say you don't believe Perry is deserving of a pardon. I know May got in there right before the buzzer. What say you?
Well, let me share with you some things that my friend on the other side did not share with you, which is the actual facts of this case. I don't know what this has to do with standing your ground, because the shooter in this case drove his car into a crowd of protesters, as he said he was excited to do. He had texted with his friends saying that he was looking forward to attending protests like this so that he could shoot somebody and claim self-defense. And the jury heard about all of this. The jury also heard about the fact that the person that this guy shot, right, the victim in this case, had the safety on his weapon. He did not raise the weapon. He was walking up to the car because the guy was driving into a crowd of people, which is a good way to get people killed. And the jury heard about all of this. The jury heard that this person was not being threatened with a weapon. Texas is an open carry state, and he just happened to shoot somebody who was carrying a weapon legally and openly. So, yeah, I don't buy it, and the jury didn't either.
All right, May, what's your rebuttal there? 15 seconds.
Yeah, I really have no idea what relevance it has where he was driving or what he said on his Facebook messages a few months ago. When someone comes up to you with an AK-47 at a very rowdy environment, you do not have to wait for them to shoot you in order to defend yourself.
And Ian, one more rebuttal.
Well, it's very important to get the facts right. It was an AR-15, not that it makes a tremendous difference. And actually, in Texas, it does make a difference. In Texas, you're allowed to carry a weapon openly, as the victim in this case was doing. And just because you're too, frightened by seeing an open carried weapon, maybe you shouldn't be attending protests in Texas then. But you shouldn't drive your car into crowds and shoot people. I thought that was pretty common sense.
Ian Samuel, May Mailman, thank you for the quick conversation. Hopefully people will be online searching for more information on this case and they can form their own opinion. Good to see you both.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.